265. I think we're about 12 weeks out from the show, which I think is a good point to be at. And then from here, it's just straight line focus, balls to the walls, training, you know, being able to just kind of experience that and allow myself to really grow as a person, you know, because that's really what I needed, was for me to, you know, kind of just take those mental challenges that I was dealing with and then finally kind of be okay with myself and say, all right, now I'm ready to rock. Now I can be focused in order to be able, because it takes all of your mental capacity to be able to train for a bodybuilding show, because it's 24/7, you know, 365 type mentality. And if you're not all the way there, you're not going to be your best. And that's one thing that I know. So I needed to make sure that I was there so that I could be my best. And yeah, and this is where we're at now.
It's good to see you guys back. Man, as far as where I've been over the last couple years, I've really just been enjoying myself. Since the last time I stepped on stage, I did the Olympia Amateur 2 years ago. I can't remember what the year it was, 2018. And that, I wouldn't say it was a disaster. It was a very, it was a big learning experience more than anything, because I did it all plant-based during that time. I have since switched back over to a healthy omnivorous diet. I feel like this just happens to be the best diet for me when it comes to preparing for a bodybuilding show. But over the last couple years, like I said, I've just been traveling around, you know, exploring different places, visiting different countries, checking out their gyms, and yeah, just enjoying life and taking care of my clients. But in 2020, I wanted to make sure that I got back on stage and brought my absolute best physique to date. Here we go. Oh yeah. So what shifted to the vegan diet? To be honest, man, it was more so because I'm very experimental when it comes to things, especially when it comes to nutrition. And you know, you have these vegan guys that, you know, they always like to promote and say that you can do it too as a vegan. So I was like, you know what? If anyone can do it, then it would be me. So I wanted to put it to the test. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I did feel good. But over time, I just, like, I don't know, I felt it was a weird thing, because I started to feel like my body was a bit depleted more than any other time before. I'm very in tune with my body and how it feels, and especially when it comes to nutrition. And I just felt like, yeah, really, I don't know. I can't really pinpoint anything, but it was just, I started to kind of lack that push and that drive. And to be honest, like, once I was able to switch back over, because you won't know until you switch to figure out whether, you know, there is a difference. And once I made that switch, I did feel a pretty huge difference, and my physique was also showing me as well. So it just, you know, it let me know that, you know, of course I can still implement a lot of these things, the plant-based things that I was introducing back then into my current diet, but I still want to create some balance in between.
70. What you feeling?
My arms are being constricted.
Is this just a fucking pump?
Oh man, it's insane.
Look at that.
So now that all of that has kind of passed, the one thing that never left me was bodybuilding in itself. And it's just been my true passion since high school, guys. I've been competing in bodybuilding since I did my first show at 16 years old. So I'm now 30, so we're looking at 14 years, if not 15 years, basically, of the bodybuilding lifestyle for me. And for me, not ever having gotten my pro card during this time frame, where I feel like me, I've always had that potential, and I wanted to make sure that, of course, I aim towards that. And, you know, getting rid of the vegan thing and going through that and moving past it, reaching back to where I am currently now, everything is just aligned, you know, for me in my life, you know, when it comes to like relationships, business, training. You know, here I'm back at destination training, you know, 5-6 days a week. I have a good, consistent training partner to help push me, because that's one other aspect that I feel like I lacked over the last couple of years that I now have, and I feel the benefit of it. I feel that benefit of being able to train with an off-beat pro bodybuilder, so that we can legit push ourselves. And then of course the times that I come through and train with Josh as well, it's that extra push that I feel like not a lot of guys tend to emphasize on, and they understand the importance of it. The top bodybuilders in the world always had a great partner to train with. So that's one thing that I realized that I always needed, and now I do have it. Like I said, business, all of it has just come into this perfect little circle for me now, to where I can finally hone in, focus. My nutrition is right, my mindset is right, all of it. And because it's important, guys. If you don't have it up here, then it's never going to work. You have to make sure that this is taken care of and you have everything aligned for yourself, because it's just, it'll create hectic, and then I feel like also if you try to give yourself too much into one thing, then a lot of other things tend to like spill away. So it's like you have to learn to have that balance within yourself in order to be able to achieve greatness.